Welcome. Thanks for joining me. This flow is going to be the whole body flow. We're going to work everything. It's great for the mornings. We're going to do a lot of spine mobility, a lot of hip mobility, get into the shoulders, moving our body in different ways just to wake up and feel fresh. If maybe you do it in the middle of the day, you're going to feel a little bit more energized and revived to focus for the rest of your day. It would be something you could do in the evening at the end of your day, but you might be a little too energized, or you could just take it a little slower and don't do as many movements or do the movements slower to help you feeling relaxed for the end of your day. So you're going to want to have a couple blocks handy or something for props in case you can't quite reach the floor. Have something to sit on, and we're going to start in a seated position. So once you're ready, find yourself in a comfortable seat. Once you're there, close your eyes and allow yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Take a nice deep inhale and sigh it out. Just allowing yourself to be present in this space and time. Scanning over the body, checking in. Acknowledging any areas of tightness, concern, any injuries or fatigue, any areas that are feeling a little bit more open and ready to expand today. Just being mindful of all those areas as you move. Allowing your movements to be natural, allow them not to be forced. Allow you to celebrate what your body can do. And check ego outside the door. Allowing yourself to just be here on your mat with your body today in the present moment. Setting an intention for your practice. Allowing your hands to come together in front of your heart center. Allowing an intention to take form in your mind's eye. If nothing's coming to mind, just being present or celebrating what your body can do are always awesome intentions that allow you to translate them once you step off your mat into your day. So let that form in your mind's eye. We'll set that intention as we open the practice with one Om. If you're not comfortable oming, just sigh out the mouth. Take a nice full inhale through the nose. Keeping the eyes closed, let the hands come back down to the thighs. Allow that vibration to settle in. And we'll start to grow our breaths. As you inhale fully through the nose and exhale fully through the nose. Allowing the breath to become equal on either side. A little samavriti. Equal parts breath. Inhales and exhales matching. I'm going to guide you through a few rounds, maybe getting up to a breath of 5 inhale and a 5 exhale. If that's too much, just exhale when you need to, no forcing, no holding. Exhale fully. And then inhaling, exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. And out. At the end of that exhale, let your eyes blink open. And as you inhale, roll yourself forward onto those hands and knees. Coming into a cat-cow position. Using any padding you need underneath your knees. We're going to be here for a little bit on our hands and knees, warming up. Ground down into those hands. And then a few rounds of cat-cow, just normal. Flatten the toes to begin today. Draw in through the low belly. And then on your inhale, let the belly drop. Shoulders roll back, gaze goes up. Exhale, press and round. Finding that same breath. Inhale, nice and slow. Movement matches. And then starting to exhale before you start your movement. Start to inhale before you start your movement. Nice and slow. And then as you're exhaling, rounding into the spine, nice and slow. One more round here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale comes to a nice flat back. As you exhale, find your weight into that right hand. Press down firmly. And then taking your left hand to your heart. As you inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bring that elbow toward your toward your wrist. Inhale, lift. Early morning. Exhale down. So you're just opening up the shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, release the hand down. Take your right hand to your side. Take an inhale, open. Exhale, elbow toward the wrist. Inhale, open, press into that left hand. Exhale down. Again, inhale, open. And exhale down. Good, come back to center. Ground down into the hands, ground down into the left knee. As you inhale, take your right knee up and out. Exhale down. Inhale up. Knees bent, ankles bent, down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Switching sides, left side. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Just check it in there. Exhale down. One more time. Inhaling slow. And exhaling down. Good. One round of cat-cow. As you inhale, roll the shoulders back. Belly drops, tailbone lifts. Exhale, press of the hands around the spine. Tailbone drops to floor. Then coming back to center, pressing down into that right hand again. This time your left hand's going to reach all the way up. Big inhale. Exhale, wind it under. Find a little bit of a twist. Inhale up. Exhale, round. If it's too much to lift it all the way up, inhale just out to center. Exhale, round. Good. Inhale, lift. Pause there, either reaching straight out or all the way up. Find a little twist. And then hand down. Second side. Right arm's going to reach out or up. Big inhale. Exhale, wind under. Find that twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, hold. Maybe it's out to center. Maybe press more, open the chest. Exhale, round. And then back to neutral, place the hand down. Good, this time with the legs once again, you're going to inhale, take the right leg, reach it back. Exhale, round the spine, think cow pose, cat pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. This time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knee to the side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe your knee touches your shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee maybe touches your shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee down. Second side. Inhale, lengthens that left leg out. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, bend the knee to the side. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, maybe knee to shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, down. Good. Make the knees wide, big toes touch. Sit back in child's pose. Take a moment there. If you need any props, prop your hips up. Let your arms be heavy. Let your head be heavy. Let yourself drop down. A couple more breaths here. Checking in, checking back in with that intention with your breaths. And exhale. exhale fully. As you inhale, lift and lengthen up onto those fingertips. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left, and then draw the right shoulder down, right ribs to that left knee, and then walk the hands out more, pressing into the palms as you send your right hip toward the right. Getting into the side waist here. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift. Exhale, walks hands all the way over to the left. Draw the left ribs toward that right thigh. Walk the hands out, press into the palms, and then send your left ribs over to the left a bit more. Exhale fully. Inhale comes up onto those fingertips. As you exhale, walk the hands back to center. And then inhale, shift your weight forward. Come to hands and knees. If you're comfortable, come to plank. And we're just going to pause here in our plank. If your plank is bothering your wrists or your shoulders today, just drop the knees, but keep those hips slightly forward. Keep pressing into the hands. If your legs are straight, engage those legs as your inner thighs lift. Tailbone lengthens toward your knees, wherever you are in your pose. Take another inhale there. And exhale, downward dog. Maybe a couple rounds here of rocking forward and backward, but pedal out the feet here, check in with those hips, hamstrings, the calves. Pressing down and forward into the hands. And then as you inhale, start to inhale and then start to roll forward into plank. And then as you exhale, lift the hips, press it back, downward dog. Doing that a few more times. Inhale, rolls you forward, strong arms, strong legs. Exhale, pressing it back, draw up through the low belly. 2 more times. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Pausing there. Press down and forward. Again, you can always come to your elbows if you need to. If your wrists are bothering you, you can come down to hands and knees. Drawing those knees down and then reaching those arms forward, kind of like puppy pose. You get the same similar action of downward dog. Exhale fully here. As you inhale, take your right leg, lift it to the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, lengthens it back out. Exhale, place the foot to the floor, downward dog. Left side, inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, heel to bum, open the hip. Inhale, lengthens it out. And exhale, brings that foot to the floor, downward dog. Bending into the knees. As you inhale, walk those hands back toward your feet. Once your feet are firmly on the ground, relax the head, give a little nod, yes. A little shake, no. And then bring your hands to your knees or shins. Inhale, lengthen long spine. Exhale, pause. Good, maybe lift the chest a little bit more. Maybe hands come to thighs, maybe to hips. Maybe they reach back behind you. Shoulder blades roll onto back. Imagine you're laying on the floor and trying to do locust pose. Drawing that heart forward. Press down into the feet. Bend the knees as much as you need, but low belly draws in. Take another inhale there. Exhale. Hands to hips. Bend the knees slightly as you inhale, lift the heart, reach the arms. And then exhale, hands to heart. Okay, go ahead and come to the middle of your mat. We're going to use our mat from back to front, side to side today. So if you need to adjust your mat now so that you can see, I'm going to pretty much be facing you the whole time. So you're going to be able to work with that today. And then once you're there, we're just going to do a couple half sun salutations. Bring your feet hip distance in parallel this morning. So we're getting into those hips. Good. As you inhale, bring the arms out wide or by your side and exhale. Bring that intention back to mind. And on your next inhale, take the arms up. As you exhale, fold forward. Bring those arms up back behind you. Let your head drop to the floor. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms forward. As you exhale, fold. Press into those legs. Inhale, brings the arms wide and up. And exhale, hands to heart. Another 2 rounds like that. I'm going to turn sideways for you. Inhale, takes those arms up. As you exhale, bend the knees, folding forward, bring the arms all the way back behind you, lift them up. Keep the knees bent as you inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, fold, straighten the legs any little bit. Engage the legs, inhale, brings the arms up. And exhale, hands down by your side. Good, last round. Inhale, brings you up. Exhale, fold. Bending those knees, reach those arms back. Bend the knees deeper, inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, fold any little bit. Press into those legs, inhale, brings you up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, take those feet, step them out nice and wide on your mat. Check in here. Maybe even a little bit wider. Good. And then inhale, take the arms wide. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, take them wide, palms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, wide palms down. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, cactus arms, open up, lift the heart. As you exhale, round the spine, bring those palms together. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Good. Inhale, open. This time as you exhale, palms together, forearms together, bring elbows toward your belly button. Round, round, round. And then inhale, open those arms back out, nice long arms. And exhale, turn your right foot toward the top of your mat. Cartwheel those hands down toward the floor, pause there. Good, you can have your blocks there, drop your back knee. Press down to that front foot, inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Good, if it's too much to reach the arms up, hands can always go to knee. Drop in through the belly, press into the feet. As you exhale, cactus arms to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus arms to the left. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, right arm down by the side. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, hands to the floor. Pause there. Draw the shoulder blades back on your inhale. Lower those hips toward the floor. And then as you exhale, shift the hips back. So this might be where those blocks come in handy. Inhale, bends you into the knee. Exhale, shifts you back. One more time, inhale, bend. Exhale, shift. Inhale, bend you in. One last time, exhale, shift and pause. Maybe press so much into that, to the bottom knee that you inhale, lift that top leg. And exhale, press it down. Good, take an inhale here. Exhale, fold. So you inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, shift it forward. Plant that left hand to block or floor. Take that right arm up to the ceiling. Draw shoulder blades onto the back. If it feels okay, top arm's gonna reach as your back leg lifts. And then maybe that top arm reaches overhead. Inhale, reaches it up. Exhale, overhead. Inhale, up. And exhale, overhead. Inhale, brings the arm up. As you exhale, circle it to the floor. Pause there. Take the blocks with you if you need. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk the feet all the way over to the opposite side. Pause there, take an inhale. And then exhale, let that right knee drop to the floor. Good, pausing there. And then inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Draw up through the low belly, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, cactus arms to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to the right, cactus arms. Heart comes forward, elbows back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left arm down by the side, lean it over. Inhale brings you up. And as you exhale, hands to floor. Pause there, let those hips drop forward. And then from there, you're gonna inhale, shift the weight back. Exhale, bend. Inhale, shift. Exhale, bend. Good, as you inhale, draw it back. Exhale, bend. Last time here, inhale, shift back. Exhale, bend. And then as you inhale, shift it back, pause there, draw in through the low belly, grow long, lift that front leg, and then press down into the heel. Draw in through the low belly, extend the heart forward, folding forward. Just finding that hamstring for a moment. Exhale here. As you inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bending into the knee. Pause there. Straighten the back leg. Oh, keep the back knee down, sorry. And take that right hand down to the floor. Take a big inhale, open the chest. Exhale, pausing there. If it feels okay, start to straighten that back leg. And maybe take that top arm overhead. Inhale, takes the top arm up. Exhale, over. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, over. Inhale, takes the arm up. And as you exhale, circle it to the floor. Good, pause there. Back knee starts to lift. Taking those blocks with you as you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk those hands toward the front of your mat, pause there. Press down into the feet, take a big inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Good, hands can go to blocks or floor. Maybe you can walk those hands out in front of you like downward facing dog, send those hips back. Press into the outer edges of the feet, lift up through the low belly, let the head drop toward the floor. And then that nice long spine with downward facing dog, arms, press back into the hips. Exhale, fully press into the heels of the hands, send those hips back, chest down. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, walks those hands back underneath your hips. Pause there. Good, take an inhale. And as you exhale, walk yourself back to the right side of your mat. Coming into that high lunge, so pausing there. Good, draw in through the low belly. Good, keep that back knee lifted. Back knee can always drop if you need. And then bring those hands back behind you. Lengthen forward, stacking front knee over front ankle. So draw up through the low belly. Good, find your balance, your feet are hip distance. And then inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, find that high lunge. Good, come up high onto the ball of the back foot. Bend deeper into that front knee, lift up through the low belly. Good, take an inhale here. Exhale, cactus arms to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus arms to the left. Yeah, good, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, right arm down, lean it over to the right. Inhale, up. Good, exhale, cactus arm center. Bring that heart forward, elbows back. And then exhale, round, find that cat pose. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Keep bending into that front knee. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Good, round so much on your inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, release hands to blocks. Exhale, let those hips drop, shoulders roll back. Take an inhale there. And as you exhale, walk yourself all the way over to the left. Bring those blocks with you. Bending into that left knee. Back knee can drop if you need. Pause there, find your foundation, feet are hip distance, come up high onto the ball of the back foot, and then arms start to reach back. Draw in through the low belly, shoulder blades draw onto the back, pinky edges draw away. Good, on your next inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms. Come up high onto the ball of that back foot. So we're straightening the back leg. If that means coming out of the bend in the front knee, no problem. Breathe here. Maybe start to rebend into that knee as you lengthen tailbone down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, cactus arms to the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale to the right, cactus arms. Inhale, reach. As you exhale, left arm down, right arm over, keeping that balance. Inhale, brings those arms back up. Exhale. Good, as you inhale, bend those elbows. Cactus arms, heart forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, round, pause there. Take an inhale, round more. Exhale, elbows toward belly button. Inhale, hands toward block. Exhale, hips drop, shoulders roll back. Good, take a pause there, inhale. And as you exhale, press it up, come to the center again. Pausing there, in that center. Lengthen it out. Hands can be on blocks or floor. Pressing that left hand down, right hand to your right hip. Finding a little twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, shoulders to floor. Inhale, open to the right. Exhale, lower. Good, one more time. Press strongly into those legs. Inhale, open. Maybe hand comes to shoulder. Maybe arm reaches to ceiling or out to the side. Draw shoulders onto your back. Take another inhale. And exhale, hand to floor. Good, lengthen here. Big inhale, press back into those legs equally. Exhale, right hand stays down, left hand to left hip. Inhale, open toward the left. Exhale, toward the floor. Inhale, open chest to the left. Exhale to the floor. Good, one more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, floor. Press down, inhale, open. Maybe arm reaches, start out to the side this time. Draw the shoulder back and then start to lift the arm any little bit. Press into the legs. Take another inhale, low belly draws in. And exhale, hand to floor. Good, long spine, big inhale here. And as you exhale, bend the knees, walk yourself back to the top of your mat. Good, pausing there. Draw in through the low belly. Take that back heel to the ground. Good, cartwheel those hands up, find your warrior two. So opening up those hips. Good, settle in here. Reach forward and backward. Front knee stacks over that front ankle. Power up the back leg. Good, as you inhale, turn those palms up. Exhale, turn them down. Inhale, you're externally rotating. Exhale, internally rotating. Good, inhale. And exhale. Good, inhale, turn those palms up. Exhale, reverse your warrior, lean it back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, elbow to thigh, side angle pose. Good, inhale brings you back up, reverse that warrior. Exhale, elbow to knee, side angle pose. Good, one more time. Inhale, lift and lift back. Exhale, side angle pose. Good, pause here for a moment, open the chest, big inhale. As you exhale, press yourself back up, warrior two. Take an inhale there. And as you exhale, cartwheel those hands to the floor. Pull the back heel up, pause there. Press down into that left hand block or floor, take the right arm up, find a twist. Take an inhale, top arm reaches overhead. Exhale, shoulder blades onto the back. Inhale, circles that right hand all the way to the floor. And as you exhale, walk yourself all the way to the left. Good, coming over to that left side. Pause there with the hips square to the left. And then take that right heel, drop it to the ground. Find your balance, cartwheel your hands up, find your warrior two. Good, press down into the feet. Send that right knee forward, the left knee forward as the left knee goes out toward the left side of your mat. Expand through the arms. Good. Inhale, turns those palms up. Exhale, rotates them down. Inhale, up. Can you even draw those elbows up higher? And then exhale, rotate thumbs down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Good. Inhale, turn the palms straight up. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Good. Open it up here. Take another big breath into those left lungs. And then exhale, bring left elbow to left thigh. Side angle pose. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, lengthen back. And exhale, side angle. Good, pause here for a moment. Press into the feet, open the chest. Exhale, press into the back leg. As you inhale, press yourself back up, warrior two. And exhale. Inhale, cartwheels those hands to the floor. Exhale, pause there. Draw in through the low belly. Walk yourself back to the middle of your mat. Pause there. Maybe those legs can go a little bit wider. Pressing to the outer edges of the feet. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, start to hinge forward. Lift up through the kneecaps, shift your weight slightly forward, drop the head toward the floor. Hands can stay on floor, maybe arms reach up to the ceiling. If you have an inversion practice here and you'd like to go upside down in headstand, you have that option. Good. Maybe people are hands are on your hips, elbows lifting, hands can stay on the floor. Wherever you are, lift up through those kneecaps. Shift the weight slightly forward toward the toes and then press into the outer edges of the feet as you engage your glutes. Take another inhale and exhale. Slowly coming down if you're upside down. Inhale, hands to the floor. Exhale, press yourself out, nice long spine. Good, as you inhale, bend into those knees, turn your heels in, toes out, and then start to rock back and forth, side to side. Just a little bit. Side to side. Breathing there. Good. And then maybe go a little deeper on each side. Starting to lift your opposite heel, Skandasana, low lunge. If that's too much for your knees, just shift those blocks back and forth. Maybe pause on one side and go to the other side. Good. One more time each side. This pose isn't the most comfortable for me, but I know it gets deeper into my hips, so it feels good. And then come back to center again. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, nice long spine here. As you exhale, start to heel toe those feet in. Keep the hips low. And then start to drop down into that Malasana. So you have your blocks that can be behind you. You have your blanket you can tuck underneath your heels. But dropping those hips, wiggle those elbows down low into the shins as you lift your heart and drop your hips. And rock a little bit. Take a few deep breaths here. For those that have a Bakasana practice, you'd like a little fly time, you have that option to go into that there. Turning to the side here, plant those hands, lift the hips, lean forward, pull in through the low belly, round the spine, lift those heels toward your bum. Maybe start to straighten the arms, spread through the toes, and then slowly lower down back to Malasana. Everybody round forward. Relax the head. Good. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. And as you exhale, slowly lower it down. Now we're going to come into a twist. So you have a couple options. You can do a cross-legged twist. Sit up on something if you need to, so you can do sitting cross-legged. Take your right knee, bend it in, and hug toward the right. If it's okay for your legs and your hips, you want to go deeper, take that right leg over the left knee. If that's too deep, keep it on the inside. All right, so you have different options here. Rotate toward the right, lift the chest, hug the knee first. Try to bring that left shoulder closer toward that right knee. And just breathe here, a couple breaths, getting into that outer hip. And then once it's okay, maybe start to take that right hand behind you, come up onto the fingertips, keep your elbow bent, and roll the right shoulder back. Draw that left hip back slightly, and keep lifting the chest. Going deeper if you'd like, a little bit of bind if you have that in your practice, or just staying here. Gaze can be over the back shoulder, be straight ahead. It could be over the front shoulder. Okay, you have 2 more breaths here. Press down into the feet as you lift the chest. 1 more full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, unwind, go all the way to the other side. Keep the legs as they are. Find a little bit of an open twist. So roll the shoulders back. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Maybe even lift the chin toward the ceiling. Press that right arm into the right leg and vice versa. And exhale there. Good, going a little bit deeper into the hips. If you can, go Mokasana, so you're just going to stack those knees. If that's not going to happen, that bottom leg can come out. You can stack the knees. If that's still not going to be happy for you, lift your knees and you're going to come into a figure 4 seated or laying on your back. So you have options here. For those people that are in Gomukhasana, sometimes it even helps to sit up on something. It's just going to lift your hips to get those knees in line. Flex through the feet, lift the heart, and pause there. Good. See if you can snuggle those sit bones down a little bit deeper into your mat as you roll the shoulders back, and then any little bit maybe lengthen forward. Good. Maybe you want to stay upright and you work on maybe hugging and doing little eagle arms, or maybe you're going to do full Gomukhasana arms, your right arm up, left arm down. Breathing here. 2 more breaths. Maybe you want to work a little bit of just opening and bending those elbows, right? Under, behind, working a little mobility of the shoulders. So you have options here. Good. Slowly sit up wherever you are. And then you're going to uncross those legs. Bring them out about hip distance apart. Lean back and rock those hips from side to side. Good. We're going to go to the second side. So from here, sitting in that cross-legged position again, this time your left knee is going to bend. So you can keep that left knee and left foot inside of the right knee and hug. If you have a little bit more mobility in your hips, that foot's going to come over, or this bottom leg can extend. So sit up tall, hug the knee to begin. So bringing that right shoulder closer to the left knee. Sitting up tall, draw in through the belly, just hug here for a moment. I always like to roll this hip down. This hip's a little bit tighter than my other one. So I like to roll that hip down and then press down into the legs. And then if it feels okay, start to rotate, maybe press that left hand back. Draw in through the belly, lift the heart. Holding here, any deeper versions that you want to go into, go so mindfully. Breathe into it. Finding that stretch into the hip and low back. Finding a gaze point that's good for you. Steady, full breaths. 1 more full inhale here. Exhale fully. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, unwind, go all the way over to the right. Press that left shoulder into the left knee and press the knee into the shoulder. Open the chest to the right. Maybe lift the chin, look up, finding a little open twist. Good, and then coming back to center. Unwind, and then bringing your knees, stack them on top of one another, right? Going into that Gomukhasana pigeon. Maybe this side's a little tighter, so you need to do a little different variation. Go into it mindfully. Sitting up nice and tall. Snuggle down into those sit bones if you're staying here with me. If you're in pigeon pose, remember to flex your feet. And pause here. So you can lengthen forward any little bit. Maybe you take the opposite pose with your arms, with your eagle arms. Maybe you take your left arm up, right arm down. Maybe you play with that. You alternate right and left, left and right. Good, just breathing. So if you need more shoulder mobility, you're working through here. If you need to hold and stretch deeper, you hold there. If you want to focus just on your hips, you fold and hold there. So you have options here. You are at home, you can play in your own practice. You don't have to worry about people wondering what you're doing what's best for you. Take 1 more full breath here. And exhale. Good. Slowly come back up, unwind those legs. Bring them a little bit wider than hip distance. Lean back and rock from side to side. Nice breaths there. And then from there, you're going to roll onto your back. We'll do a little bit of bridge lifts here on our back. Reach those hands toward your feet. Feet are planted onto the ground. Just take a moment here. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Being happy you're on the floor. And then press down into those hands. Press down into the feet. Inhale lifts the hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You have the option to slide a block underneath your hips or a pillow and pause there. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time as you inhale, lift, pause there. So hands can stay on floor, elbows can bend as you lift and snuggle those shoulder blades closer toward your spine. Tailbone toward your knees, maybe hands underneath your back. Walk those shoulder blades closer together as you press down into the hands. Send shins forward as you also draw heels back, so you're engaging your whole leg. Press into the back of the head so the chin lifts. 2 more full breaths here. Big inhale. And exhale. Unwinding those shoulders, lowering yourself down. Let your knees knock in so the inner knees touch, hands to belly, take a break. So you have an option to repeat that again. You can go into full wheel, or you can just pause here. So you have a couple options. We're gonna do that one more time. For people going to full wheel, be mindful of your upper back, of your shoulders. Keep grounding down into the 4 corners of your feet. For those that are going again with me, ground down into those feet, reach those arms, take an inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, lift, hold. Snuggle those shoulder blades under more, press into the back of the head. Interlink the fingers, maybe this time press them down. Wiggle those shoulder blades even closer. Tailbone draws toward the knees. Knees draw toward one another. Imagine someone's lifting you up by your belly button. Take one more full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, unwinds those shoulders. Exhale, slowly lower the hips. Inner knees knock in, hands rest on your belly. Take a moment there. Especially if you did full wheel, if you did Urdhva Dhanurasana. Really notice how that feels in your body. Bring that breathing back to normal. And then bring those feet back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. Round your spine up toward your knees. Take an inhale there. As you exhale, send your left leg long. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, switch. Take an inhale. Exhale, switch. Take an inhale. Exhale, switch. So getting a little bit of stretch, a little bit of core. Switch. 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 Good. Switch. Drawing right knee in, hug it in. And then release the head down. Place the soles of the feet to the ground, shift your hips to the right, and then draw those knees back into the chest without your arms, and then drop your knees over to the left. Finding a little bit of a twist. Send that right hip forward, maybe even press down with that left hand. Let that right shoulder be heavy. Maybe even look over your right shoulder. Full breaths here. Low belly still draws in. Tailbone's gonna lengthen toward your heels. If you have another form of a twist you want to go a little deeper into, you have that option. Or just stay here and enjoy this simple version of a twist, really finding your spine lengthen and open. 2 more breaths. I sometimes like even to take that bottom shoulder and wiggle it more over toward the left to open my chest. Exhale here. Inhale, draws those knees up. Exhale, feet to the floor, bring your hips to center, pause. Let that settle in for a moment. And then shift your hips over to the left. Draw the knees into the chest and then drop the knees to the right. Good, draw in through the low belly, tailbone toward those heels. Maybe that right hand presses down onto that top thigh. As you start to wiggle that right shoulder a little bit more to the right, opening the chest, maybe even looking over that left shoulder. Full breaths. Keep the legs slightly active. Belly's drawing in. Chest and ribs expanding with each breath. And you can bring that breath into the backside that you're trying to stretch. Exhale fully. Good. As you inhale, draw those knees back up. Exhale, feet to the floor as you shift the hips to center. Pause there. And then draw those knees in, happy baby. Either holding onto the heel side of the feet or the pinky edge side of the feet. Draw the knees now down to begin. Lengthen tailbone toward the end of your mat. If you can't quite reach your heels or that pinky edges, wrap your arms around your thighs and then really flex the feet to the ceiling. So get into those hips. See what it feels like to hug the knees into the shoulders. And then see how it feels to press the elbows away and draw those hips wider. Draw the knees in, press them wide. Draw the knees in, press them wide. Lengthen tailbone down again, press the shoulder blades down, and then rock a little bit side to side. Scan over the body. If there's any other posture that your body is craving before Shavasana, please decide to take that now. Otherwise, release those legs, give those legs a little shake, and then slowly release those feet to the floor using any props you need to make yourself comfortable in Shavasana. I always like to use my rolled up blanket, especially first thing in the morning if my back's a little tight still. Let those legs drop out, maybe cover the eyes. Arms drop out by the sides, snuggle those shoulder blades under. The back of your head presses slightly into the floor to align the spine. Then get out any little wiggles you need to. And wherever you are in your breathing cycle, exhale fully. Take a full inhale, let the belly rise. Chest expand. Hold the breath for a moment. And sigh it out. Again, inhale, drawing it in. Filling it up. Sighing it out. One last time, draw that intention in. Draw everything that you celebrated in your practice. Draw that in, hold that in. Then sighing out anything that's not going to serve you today. Let it go. Any doubt, any worry, any criticism. Leave that outside you. Keeping the good. Letting go of the negative. And allow yourself to take rest. Settling into Shavasana. If you'd rather take a few moments in a seated position rather than Shavasana, you have that option coming up mindfully. Tiny little seated meditation instead of Shavasana. Take rest. on your next breaths, coming a little deeper if you're in Shavasana. Bring some movement into the fingers and toes, the wrists and ankles. Feel free to stay here longer if you feel you need to. Otherwise, on your next breath, take your arms back over your head, slide your feet together, give yourself a long stretch. And then slowly bend the knees. Draw the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze, or maybe windshield wiper those legs. And then when you're ready, using your arm as a pillow, roll over to your favorite side and pause. Keeping the eyes closed if you can, check in mentally, physically. Acknowledge the shifts from the practice. Then using that top hand, extend the top leg, pressing yourself up. Come all the way back up to seated. Finding that comfortable seat, allow the eyes to close if they've opened, hands resting at the heart center. Allowing yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Connecting with your intention, allowing the strength, the energy, and the breath of your practice to help you with that intention once you step off your mat today. We'll close our practice in with one final Om. Take a nice deep inhale. Bowing your head slightly, taking a moment, thinking of one thing in your life that you truly are grateful for. And holding on to that image in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. Thank you for taking time for yourself today. Thank you for joining me. Drink lots of water, eat your veggies, and wear some sunblock. We'll see you next time. Namaste.